Mrs. Maria, welcome with us on my TV channel.
Thank you.
What you can tell us about yourself? Who is Mrs. Maria and how he is beginning the life and his work in UAE?
Well, I'm Maria. I'm from Portugal. I'm in UAE for the past 2 years and was being amazing. Even with COVID and everything, I rather not be in any place rather than UAE. I'm married. I got married in UAE as well last year, so everything actually happened for a reason. I'm working in market research for the past 10 years, and I have a degree in marketing.
Tell me, Mrs. Maria, how you're beginning this center and how you're choosing this as well?
Well, it was actually a combination of 3 factors. Last year I lost my job, but that is not a bad thing because then I started thinking I have time now for a dream that I always want to achieve. That was to open my own business. Then my stepdaughter got lice. And every school, every parent suggests buy shampoos, do this, do that. I tried. Back then I didn't know, but now I know that that actually they are not effective and every 2 weeks you need to do it. So I started searching about a more effective treatment. And the third aspect was to talk about with a friend in Portugal that actually opened a center 2 years ago, a similar one. And voila, is these 3 combinations. I started thinking, okay, why not? I started digging in UAE market with Facebook groups, mothers, parents, schools, nurseries, if there's actually these needs. And here we are for the past 7 months.
It's nice. Tell me about your centers here. What you have services here exactly for kids?
So basically, the most important is we are a center specialized in lice and nits removal. The most important, we don't have any kind of chemicals, no products involved at all. I'll explain a bit about the process, but basically it's 3 major steps based on, with our specialized section system, remove all the lice, then remove all the nits, the little eggs, the most difficult part, with our professional comb. And then in the end, we check with a thread of the hair with our magnifying glass to make sure that everything is done and clear. And it's also included a follow-up appointment 1 week after to make sure that everything is really done and there's nothing there. We actually have our center totally covered for total privacy, and we have home service as well across all UAE available.
It's nice. Tell me about how you make it with the kids, how he see your salon and your center. You know, the kids, he's scared about only salon to cutting his hair or something. How he's love it right now?
Well, it's very funny because when they arrive, they don't know what they are coming from, and sometimes they are very scared. They looks like are going to the dentist. What I'm going to do here, but then we have tablets. We have a playground area for them, and sometimes they don't want to leave after the treatment. They cry, I don't want to go, I don't want to go, I want to stay. They are very comfortable here. We have a waiting room for parents, so they actually feel, while they're waiting, they see the time not flying.
Yes.
And the most important thing is, in the end, the way that parents thank us. Every day I receive message, thank you so much, I'll pray for you, your treatment saved my life, I'm dealing with this for months, for years, and finally got rid of it. Sometimes it's even the most important thing is how they feel after. The itchiness, that it's gone, the parents don't need to do it at home. So it's not about only the business, it's about helping the community feeling better and for the health of the UAE and the Middle East. here the waiting room for parents while they're waiting. The playground area where kids like to thank us and give us their drawings. And then our treatment room, the first one, where we can see and where magic happens. So basically a bit about our treatment. Our first step, we start with our suction system, a certified and specialized vacuum system to remove all the lice. Then we have here our tool, always sanitized before we start the treatment and between treatments. With the second step, with our professional comb. The third step, we have our magnifying glass to check if there's anything there to make sure that every strand of hair is clean and done. We have tablets so kids feel very comfortable and to don't even feel the time passing. Parents sometimes like to watch it, and there's also room for them. And we are actually right now developing our prevention line, shampoo, conditioner, lotion, to kids to use it daily basis to avoid having lice. It's right now in this production, so we hope to have it all done and licensed next month.
Tell me about home services exactly, what you have, what you can do.
So we do the treatment exactly like we do in the center, but we have our portable items. We have the vacuum that is portable, we have all the tools. So basically everything we have at the center we can bring to everyone's home. Mm-hmm. We have a home service available across UAE. And the only thing is they need to book it, and we go with our trolley and everything, and our staff will be there in 1 hour, 2 hours, depends on the location. But basically we do exactly the same. We only need and we only request to parents is to have a chair and good light. The rest is on us.
It's nice. Tell me about your employers, about your staff, how you choose them to working with you.
Well, you can actually ask her about it, but they are very trained to dealing with kids, but also with parents, because they are stressed about this. The kids don't know what they are doing, and sometimes they are very nervous as well. So our staff is always trained to do the treatment, but also to communicate and to do all the educational talk about lice and everything, and how it's normal, that it's not a problem, that we can treat it, that everything is going to be okay. And actually they have a background with kids, and Jenny has a specialized degree in kids with needs, special needs. So it's very important for kids that they don't know what they're coming, and sometimes parents don't know what to tell them, to have someone professional and that shows confidence about the matter, about the treatment, and about how to prevent it and how to spread around the word about this.
Tell me right now about your vision in the future, how you see yourself and your center in the future.
Well, when we open, and of course all business when they're open, they have big plans. And of course we opened 7 months ago, and our plan is to open another center in UAE till the end of the year, maybe a third one in the beginning of next year. But in fact, our major plan is to go to other countries in Middle East, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Oman. Because in fact, we already had a client that came on purpose from Saudi Arabia just for our treatment, because there's nothing there. And they just came because they heard from about us, and they thought, okay, I need to go there. So we could be right now helping families in Saudi Arabia. So that's our bigger step for next year.
The safety and security in UAE, what's the meaning about yourself, about your work?
Well, if I think that I'm an expat and I'm a woman, and opening my own business in the country that it's not my own sometimes can be a big challenge and scared. Yes. but I believe that UAE is a great country to open a business. If you think about the security that they give every day to the residents, the easiness that was to open the business, the support from the local partner that we have in the company. So everything was so encouraged that all these key points made me feel so secure about open my own business in a country that it's not my own, that I believe that it's exactly what made me go for it, even when, of course, I was not in the best position.
Tell me what you have message, thanks for resident and leaders and the princess about UAE, about what he give us here, safety and security and good position to make it any on work.
So I believe I would like to thank to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, because he's setting the example every day about achieving the innovation and to build a country that actually people feel safe to have a job, to live, to have a family, to open their business. And I always tell people when sometimes they are not sure if they are going to stay here for longer, I always say the first 6 months are very crucial. If you stay 6 months, you'll stay 6 years, 12, 15. And with all my friends, the same thing. Everyone after the 6 months felt like, okay, this is the place to be. And because we feel so secure, because we feel that the innovation here that is no compare with other country in the world, and everything here is actually made for us and for us to actually contribute every day for the great country that UAE is.
And Mrs. Maria, in the finally, what you have message thanks, who support you in your life, in your work, about your family, about your friends, about your husband, what you can tell him thanks in my TV channel and my program.
Well, I would like for the opportunity for talking about us, to how we contribute to this country. Actually, my husband is also a partner in the business, so he actually supports me every day when everything goes well, not so well, and actually about the vision, because he's here for the past 6 years, so he actually knows a bit better about the country than me. But he's actually the big pillar in my life for the personal and the professional life. And I would like to thank my staff. Without them, it would not be possible to have what you have here. And all my friends that actually helped me going through the not so good days. And I also would like to thank my friend in Portugal that actually gave me the idea to open this center, and to our Spanish franchisor that actually helped us to achieve this project, to my family that was afraid that I was here for 1 year, I lost my job, and what you're going to do now, why open a business? And they were very bit scared about it, and now they see the potential of the country, of the center, of my achievements. And to all my clients that actually go and spread the word about how great we are, how we can help, and how we can make the difference about dealing with kids' health. And that's it.
Thank you, and thank you for accepting us this program in your center.